So happy for you, bro. That's amazing.
Can you just tell the people what we have coming up?
Well, it's kind of crazy, Trev.
One Super Bowl weekend, zero chill, and somehow a possible wedding countdown. Buckle up. First up, Travis Kelce hits the Super Bowl as a spectator, and instead of looking retired, he looks recharged, partying it up and quietly signaling he's not done with the NFL just yet. Then, the internet grabs its detective hats after a rumored 6-week podcast break sends Swifties into full wedding theory mode.
We've been talking to all the people we've always wanted to talk to, and we're looking forward to bringing those conversations to you guys. We have a short little break, but the episodes will be coming out.
And just when people think the Kelce brothers are disappearing, they pop back up announcing Drew Brees as a major guest.
Our guest today is a former walk-on quarterback from Purdue.
Yeah, baby.
First ballot Hall of Famer. Please welcome Drew Brees.
Next, Travis casually hints the wedding reception will be stacked with garage beer.
How many kegs of garage beer will be at that reception?
Man, I can't even count that.
And finally, fans zoom in on that podcast hiatus again, convinced the timeline screams secret ceremony. Travis Kelce for once at the Super Bowl, not in pads, not pacing the sidelines, not bulldozing defenders, just vibing. And apparently that little boy's weekend without Taylor Swift might have sealed the deal on his big career decision. For the first time since 2022, Travis was watching the Super Bowl like the rest of us, as a spectator. The 36-year-old tight end was out in San Francisco soaking up the chaos, bouncing between players, celebs, and enough parties to make your group chat jealous. This was not giving retirement energy at all.
How these defenses grade out analytically from Cynthia Sins. They are great at generating.
Instead of acting like a guy on a farewell tour, Travis reportedly hosted 2 parties over the weekend and was fully in his element. Laughing, hanging with NFL buddies, unwinding, letting Taylor do her own thing. It was still very I still got it behavior.
So happy for you, bro. That's amazing.
According to sources, when friends asked about his future, he wasn't dodging the question. The vibe? Decision made. And everyone around him seems convinced he's coming back. Apparently being around the Super Bowl lit a fire under him. The atmosphere, the noise, the whole spectacle reminded him exactly why he loves this game. Add in the idea of running it back one more time with Patrick Mahomes once he's fully healthy, and suddenly retirement looks a lot less tempting. One source basically said Travis looked jazzed, like he wanted to get the band back together for another tour. Even Creed Humphrey is giving him space, saying they haven't talked about it, which feels very we know, but we're letting him have his moment. Meanwhile, at Chiefs HQ, Andy Reid and owner Clark Hunter quietly stacking the deck by bringing back Eric Bieniemy, someone Travis has always respected. Subtle? Not really.
I can't wait to see him back in the building, man. He's one of my favorite coaches of all time, one of my favorite people of all time. I've had so many unbelievable, growing moments under him as a player, as a person. I just love the guy, and it's going to be awesome to see him back in the building.
Oh, and while he was there, he got honored on the field as a Walter Payton Award finalist for his charity work. So yeah, he wasn't just partying, he was being celebrated too. Safe to say this weekend didn't look like goodbye. It looked like a man who remembered exactly why he's not done yet.
Let's welcome this year's nominees for the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award.
And just when it felt like Travis had made up his mind about football, the internet decided to clock into overtime with a whole new theory, this time involving wedding bells and a suspicious podcast break. So here's what sent Swifties and NFL fans into detective mode. A viral post claimed that Travis and Jason are taking a 6-week break from their podcast New Heights. 6 weeks. Not 1, not 2, 6. Naturally, the timeline had people side-eyeing their calendars and whispering wedding loading. Ever since Travis and Taylor got engaged back in August 2025, the speculation machine has not known peace. Dates, secret venues, destination guesses, color palettes. The internet has basically planned this wedding 5 different ways already. Things had calmed down a bit until this podcast rumor popped up and stirred the pot again. The theory? The brothers are allegedly hitting pause to make room for wedding prep, or maybe even the ceremony itself. Fans immediately ran with it because, let's be honest, a 6-week break during the off-season does sound convenient if someone is about to throw the most watched wedding since, well, ever. But here's where it gets less dramatic. There's been 0 official confirmation. No announcement from Travis, none from Jason, nothing from Taylor, no production update, no see you in 6 weeks. The entire frenzy seems to have started from social media chatter and then snowballed at lightning speed.
We've been talking to all the people we've always wanted to talk to, and we're looking forward to bringing those conversations to you guys. We have a short little break, but the episodes will be coming out.
Still, the timing is what keeps people talking. A long break when Travis is reportedly gearing up for another NFL season, when wedding buzz is quietly simmering in the background, it's enough to keep fans refreshing their feeds like it's a playoff game. For now, though, it's all speculation. The only thing confirmed is that the internet will absolutely not rest until it sees either a podcast episode or a wedding invitation. And while everyone was busy dissecting podcast breaks and possible wedding timelines, the Kelce brothers casually popped back up like, oh, by the way, we booked a legend. Travis and Jason clearly heard the whispers about time off and said, not so fast. Instead of disappearing, they re-entered the chat with a pretty major flex. Drew Brees is coming to new heights. Yes, that Drew Brees. The resume alone needs its own episode. The announcement dropped February 10th, and it wasn't subtle. Jason rolled out the intro like he was presenting at the Hall of Fame itself, listing off accolade after accolade. 5-time All-Pro, 13 Pro Bowls, 2 Offensive Player of the Year awards, Super Bowl champ, Super Bowl MVP, and now officially a first-ballot Hall of Famer. Casual. Just one of the most efficient quarterbacks to ever spin a football.
Our guest today is a former walk-on quarterback from Purdue.
Yeah, baby.
He is a 5-time All-Pro, 13-time Pro Bowl, and 2-time NFL Offensive Player of the Year, NFL Comeback Player of the Year, the second most passing yards in NFL history, Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP, and also, now officially, a first-ballot Hall of Famer. Please welcome Drew Brees.
Apparently, the intro was so hyped that Brees himself wanted a celebratory toast, which honestly tracks. If someone read our career stats like that, we'd ask for confetti. For anyone who somehow forgot how ridiculous Brees' career was, let's rewind. He started at Purdue as a walk-on. A walk-on. By the time he left college, he stacked nearly 13,000 passing yards and 90 touchdowns. Then came the NFL, drafted by the Chargers in 2001, battled injuries and shared reps early on, and eventually turned into one of the most precise passers the league has ever seen. But the real glow-up happened in New Orleans. When he joined the Saints in 2006, the franchise was in rough shape. Over the next 2 decades, he basically rewrote their history. More than 85,000 passing yards, 571 touchdowns, a Super Bowl win, and he led the league in passing yards 7 different times. That's not a hot streak, that's dominance. By the time he retired, he'd topped the charts in completions and career passing yards and cemented himself as one of the most accurate quarterbacks ever. Add in mentoring younger players and helping revive the Saints in the post-Katrina era, and you've got a legacy that goes way beyond numbers. And as if lining up Hall of Fame quarterbacks wasn't enough, Travis also decided to casually confirm that his wedding reception is basically going to double as Oktoberfest. While out at his New Heights Super Bowl party, Travis got stopped and asked the real hard-hitting question, how much garage beer are we talking about at the wedding? His answer? He joked that he couldn't even count that high. Translation? If you're attending, hydrate now.
How many kegs of garage beer will be at that reception?
Man, I can't even count that high.
So safe to say this is not shaping up to be one of those polite sip champagne and go home by 10 kind of weddings. If insiders are right and the big day is already in motion behind the scenes, the reception sounds like it's going to be loud, packed, and very well supplied. Travis and Jason co-own Garage Beer, and the brand has taken off since they jumped in, so of course it's getting top billing at the party of the year. What makes it even funnier is the setting. Travis was out doing the full Super Bowl party circuit like a man with zero stress in his life, chatting with fans outside, signing autographs, cracking jokes, even talking about his golf appearance at the Waste Management Open Pro-Am earlier that day. Very relaxed groom behavior. And let's be honest, it's still a little strange seeing him bouncing around Super Bowl events without prepping for the actual game. Chiefs fans are used to him being laser-focused this time of year, not planning keg logistics, but he doesn't seem even slightly bothered by the shift.
Hey, that shot today on the golf course, how did that feel?
I'm just glad they didn't show the other 17-year-olds.
Well, hey, that was
Get one for you guys. One of these.
Details about the ceremony itself? Still locked down tight. No confirmed date, no venue leaks, no guest list chaos. Yet. But now we do know one thing for sure. When those I-dos happen, nobody's leaving thirsty. And just in case the unlimited beer plans weren't enough to send the internet spiraling, now fans think they've cracked the actual wedding timeline too. So here's what set everyone off this time, that 6-week podcast break. Yes, the same one that already had people building Pinterest boards in their heads. Now some fans are convinced the window before April 8th is looking real suspicious. The theory is that this little stretch of silence gives Taylor and Travis the perfect opportunity to pull off the ultimate stealth wedding, celebrate properly, recover properly, and avoid leaks. Social media wasted no time dubbing it the American Royal Wedding because subtlety has never been the internet's strong suit. Timelines were mapped, calendar screenshots were posted, people started talking like they'd already RSVP'd. But not everyone's on board with the detective work. A chunk of fans are basically waving a white flag and begging everyone to let the couple have one private moment without turning it into a group project.
We've been talking to all the people we've always wanted to talk to, and we're looking forward to bringing those conversations to you guys. We have a short little break, but the episodes will be coming out.
There's also the very logical counterpoint. The Kelce brothers usually take a break after football season anyway. They've done off-season pauses before, and the show typically comes back after what they call a summer hiatus. So this could just be routine scheduling, not secret wedding choreography. Meanwhile, Taylor and Travers are doing what they do best, saying absolutely nothing. No hints, no cryptic captions, no blurry venue scouting pics. Even Kylie Kelce got pulled into the questioning recently and reportedly just smiled when asked if the wedding is happening this year. Not a denial, just vibes. Which, of course, only makes people more suspicious.
Do we know? Do we think there's a wedding this year?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Do you really not know?
I have no idea. We're so excited to celebrate, though.
I know, of course.
We can't wait.
We all are, yeah.
At this point, every schedule change, public appearance, and podcast upload is being treated like it's part of some elaborate master plan. Are they weeks away from walking down the aisle, or is this just the internet running on caffeine and imagination again? That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.